Howdy folks, Trooper Crown Vic here. Welcome to Jaden's Help episode. Tonight we're talking about a railfanner being hassled by a security guard out by the yard. First off, thanks for hanging out with us. Kick back, relax, enjoy the show. And if old Bright Lights over there gives you any attitude, don't sweat it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to a new episode of Jaden's Help, where today, if you see here on the Jaden Lamb Extras, I did ask UP King, Union Pacific King, if I can use this specific video for a Jaden's Help episode. He did confirm he's okay with it, and now let's get off of the video. So now you can see this crossing is a SafeTran gate mechanism with a rare SafeTrans Type 1 bell, but with a crossbuck. So until you play it, you'll be able to hear what I'm assuming. Oh, that bell's totally demolished for some reason, but
Can I help you guys? No, we're just recording. For what reason? This is a rare crossing.
okay, so as you heard, can I help you guys? And he said, for what reason? It's just a railroad crossing. Generally, he has no right to tell you what you guys are doing. So generally, he should just leave rail fanners alone if it's like a strange railroad crossing. Like, oh no, we're just recording. And then he said, what reason? And you give him an answer, it's a railroad crossing. Generally, he will be in trouble or fired or be sent home if he continues to harass people such as this.
Can I help you guys? No, we're just recording. For what reason?
Now, as you heard, for what reason? Let me slow it down and so you can hear it again.
Can I help you guys? No, we're just recording. For what reason?
As you heard, for what reason? The security guard does not have authority or reasonable suspicion or probable cause that you are committing a crime just because you're filming a strange railroad crossing with a bell, gate, and a crossbuck. So generally, he should be minding his own business, but not bug and harass rail fanners. So generally, the security guard in this video should just leave the rail fanners alone. He should just stop and think and be like, oh wait, if I harass these rail fanners, I could be sued or have a lawsuit filed against me, or I could be fired or sent home. So generally, he has to stop and think before he jumps to conclusions like, oh wait, they might sue me, they might file a lawsuit against me, and if they tell my boss, I'm going to be fired, or if he files a complaint or whatever, I can get in trouble with law enforcement, I can get in trouble with my boss, or I can get a lawsuit or be sued for doing that. So generally, my majority of the question, so we'll do color coded. Red, as you see, is no, but green, yes. But yellow, kind of like this line right here, is 50-50. So, in general, does the security guard have reasonable and legal suspicion that you are committing a crime? The answer to that is no. They do not have reasonable suspicion or probable cause that you're committing a crime. If you're just filming a strange railroad crossing like you see, like the gate mech and the crossbuck. Let me put in blue so I can see it. Or the crossbuck itself. Then generally, the security guard does not have reasonable suspicion or probable cause to claim that he's detaining you. And he's saying, oh, for what reason? Why are you filming? and you guys are just filming the railroad crossing, generally he does not have reasonable suspicion or probable cause that you're committing a crime. So that generally you guys should be actually be calling law enforcement. I'll just do red circle and blue circle as the police lights. So generally you have the right to call this incident into law enforcement. Or if you don't feel like wasting law enforcement's time, you can tell the security guard's boss, or you can file a lawsuit. You can sue them, file a complaint, or talk to their boss and be like, look, this guy is threatening me and harassing me because I'm just filming a weird railroad crossing, and I don't want him constantly harassing me. And if he continues to harass people, and if he continues to harass me, just like for example, then law enforcement will be called. So generally, does the security guard have a reasonable suspicion that you're committing a crime because you're filming a railroad crossing? That's weird. Generally, no. They do not have probable cause to unlawfully detain you just because you're filming a strange railroad crossing. So not only that, the security guard will get in trouble with his boss, but the consequences from that security guard's actions were he could be fired, he could be sent home. Okay, so security guard could get in trouble with his boss, like, hey, you need to come in my office now. So and they're like, oh, I got a complaint from this railfanner that you're harassing him and unlawfully detaining them. Then the consequences of this security guard's actions could be, they could be sent home, they could be fired, or law enforcement can be called, or the railfanner might want to press charges, or sue, or file a lawsuit, or file a complaint against the security guard. So, do you guys have authorization to file a complaint, lawsuit, sue, or file a complaint, even though the security guard is unlawfully detaining you and harassing you? Generally, yes. If you feel like he's harassing you, then it's necessary to call law enforcement, contact their boss, file a lawsuit, sue them, file a complaint, anything. So generally, you do have the right to sue the security guard, file a lawsuit against them, or file a complaint to the company or the security guard's boss. And if you have video documentations that they're harassing you and unlawfully detaining you, you guys have the legal right to show them the evidence, and then if their boss hears it on the camera, like, oh, and they play it back to their boss, the railfanner plays it to their boss, they'll be like, I am not very happy with you. You're fired, and I will have the victim file a lawsuit, complaint, or sue you for doing that because you're unlawfully detaining them and harassing them. So generally, yes, you guys have the right to file a lawsuit, sue them, and file a complaint, and call law enforcement if you feel like the security guard is threatening you, harassing you, or unlawfully detaining you, even though he's not a cop, but just a wannabe cop as a security guard. So generally, yes, you do have a right to do any of those options and stand up for what's right and protect your rights. So, alright guys, that's going to be all for today's on Jaden's Help episode. Hope you like what you see here. Special thanks to UP King, as known as Union Pacific King, for letting me use this video as a Jaden's Help episode. So, special thanks to UP King for helping out, or giving me consent to use this video in my Jaden's Help series. So, now you guys know, if you encounter the same situation, now you know what to do if a security guard starts threatening you or harassing you for no apparent reason. So, alright guys, that's going to be all for today. If you like what you see here, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications bell, and remember, if you like what you see here, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me start over. If you like what you see here, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell, and let me know what you see do or play next time. And remember, may Robert James Purcell living you supporting me as well. And remember, may my car buck loving you supporting me as well. And they're always watching you. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.